Hey guys, it's Rob, and I'm just about to do a flight with the mini Cylon with the JR11X. Now, what turned up yesterday were these control sticks. They're much better grip control sticks, JR, than the stock ones. They've got a much better knurled area and just a better little crown of pointy ends, which grips your thumb much better. They're beautiful to fly with, significant improvement on the radio in terms of flying. What I really don't like though is the blue colour. I wish Hobby King would sell plain silver. It matches the radio a bit better. But anyway, I've sent them an email and hopefully they'll eventually bring out plain silver. But in the meantime, I'll just keep flying with these simply because they feel fantastic. And this is the Zippy 40C battery on the helicopter. It's definitely a lot better. It's got a bit more power, runs a lot cooler, and it seems to maintain consistency throughout the cycle of the flight. So let's go. Got the right model memory. This has got model match memory, so it's not really a problem. Just checking the throttle curves. Yeah, it's just so much nicer to fly with these sticks. It just feels like my thumbs are permanently attached to the stick end, so it just gives you a bit more confidence that you're actually connected to the radio and therefore the helicopter too. That was the only real criticism of this radio that I could find, was that the stock transmitter sticks, they're just not shaped very well. It's almost like, I think, you know, they put a lot of research and design into these radios, and obviously there's a lot of end user testing, and surely there's plenty of thumb flyers out there like me, and having a shape on the top of your transmitter stick that will actually slip out of your thumb very easily is not really good. I mean, if I was working for JR, that's one thing I would change straight away. Maybe I'm just being fussy because I'm used to flying with radios like the 8FG, which has a really great grip on the transmitter stick. Anyway, these Hobby King ones are doing the job. They feel significantly better. In those tail turns, it feels like my left thumb is just attached to the stick. There's just absolutely no chance of it falling off. Whereas with the original stock sticks, it did. It actually felt like whenever I was deflecting it more than about half or 3/4 stick deflection, my finger was going to slide off the top of the transmitter stick. Not so anymore. Oh, and anyway, my first DX8 radio arrived back today with the service bulletin. Basically, it had new transmitter gimbals put in, and it was the second time it had went away, because the first time they replaced the gimbals, but they'd wired up the trim wrong, so that the elevator trim was working backwards to the stick operation. But that was fine. I sent it back and they've fixed that up. There's no problem. And I did my own personal testing on the gimbals, and they're absolutely 100% perfect now. They just show exactly equal displacement both sides, and they indicate 0 in the middle, and that's all three: aileron, elevator and rudder. They're perfect. Problem was, when I was moving the radio, not shaking it, there was something loose inside, and when I opened it up, one of the screws was loose. So obviously their quality after repair wasn't that great. I found out where the screw belonged and I screwed it back in myself, so that's neither here nor there. But overall, you know, they paid for the shipping and they did the repairs, and it's a great job. Hello. I've got a camera on my hat. That's who I'm talking to. So I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, and I'm not talking to myself. Yeah, I'll put this on the internet just for a few people to watch. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it's flying really nicely with this Cylon radio, and there's the timer coming up. And I'm loving this radio even more now with these transmitter grips. stick end grip. Alrighty, let's go on land. Let's go. Oh, that was what I wanted to do. Just wanted to practice an auto rotation. When I got the DX8 back, I realised that I didn't quite have my pitch curves exactly the same on this radio as it was on the other one, so I've set them up exactly the same, yeah, and it does auto rotate better now. Yeah, that's great. Okay, it's all good. I really should start bringing out my little helipad, I think, for this one. The grass is so long at the moment that if I land, I'm going to get a tail rotor strike, and I don't want to risk damaging the torque tube drive. Not a problem with the Gowie X5, it sits a lot higher. Okay, thanks for watching.